Hi everyone, welcome to this week's plumberparts.co.uk video. My name's James and today you're going to join me as I look at a house bathroom refurbishment. The little things that I look at when I'm doing this sort of work and the tools that I use to find out a little bit about what's going on, all them little nooks and crannies that we usually can't find out about unless we take all the paneling off. So let's get on with the video guys, and remember to hold tight. How's it going, mate? You're right, good to see you. Everything all right under the sink? All right, everything good under the sink? We were here like a few weeks ago. If you didn't see that video, we're now back. And look, I can actually, without me even having to go under there and have a look, Max is there on the camera, we can go under here like that. And if I want, I can turn the light on, have a little gander with the light, and we can actually see the plumbing work that I did. Look at that. Make it a bit brighter. And you might be wondering why this is kind of like a strange angle. So that's because I've got this little function on this called always up. So I've got another one of these, not by Bosch, it's just another make. It doesn't have the always up thing. It's almost like orientates it so it's always horizontal and level with the ground. After a while it makes you feel sick. You don't even know like what you're looking at. But this is really good. As you can see, we've got a little light on the end here. Very easy for us to just have a little look underneath. And if there's anything we want to kind of, even if we want to have a look right around the back of here, we can have a good look at any of the little bits and pieces. Obviously there's the hot, there's the tap fit in there, brilliant. Very handy. And you might see as well that I'm actually recording on here at the moment, so I can stop recording and I can get into this bit here and I can press play and we can actually watch what we were doing a minute ago, which is really handy because that means I can show the customer if we've got any problems, or you know, I want to try and sort of show them what's going on in their house or something like that. Then I can then show the customer that. They can see it and they know that what I'm telling them is the truth, which sometimes is a bit of an issue with the customer. But that's not what we're here to look at. That was a job we did a couple of weeks ago in this house. We're actually going to be looking at a bathroom refurbishment. So I want you to join me while we have a look at that. We'll talk to Dane's mum, I should call her Amanda really, about what she wants to do and have a chat with you as well. So if you're thinking about doing a bathroom refurb or you've got these thoughts in your head about what you'd like to do, the thought processes I go through as a plumber that might make you think twice about, especially about things like moving the toilet, because we're often kind of constrained by that. And that was a text message from the bowls club. I play bowls now. I've got to that stage. Don't laugh, Max. Amanda, darling, where art thou? By the way, this is the Bosch GIC 120C. What is it with tool manufacturers? They should call them something cool. Like this is the, what would you call it? Something that looked into little holes.
The Bosch Explorer.
The Bosch Explorer. That is great. I'm going to actually print it out and put it on the front. Right, so this is the bathroom where we are having a look at this job, what we're going to do, how we're going to do it, and also to ascertain from the customer, Amanda, and her lovely husband as well, Peter, what they want us to do. Because when you go somewhere as a plumber, or even if you're thinking about doing something as a DIYer, you need to understand what you'd like to do and some of the things that restrict you in doing that. So having spoken to them at the moment, we know that they want this bath removed and they want a shower tray installed that is effectively a full length shower tray and standard width. And you can buy those because a lot of places now will know that people want their baths removed because they just want a nice big shower. And off the top of my head, I know that we've got an unvented system here, which means we've got pressurized hot water, which is good because it allows us to put in something like a bar valve, which is nice and surface mounted. So if there's any problems with it, it's easy to fix. But also it means we can easily feed like one of those big pan heads and also have another standard shower head for when you want to wash your highlights out, which is what my wife uses it for. So we know then we can take this out. We know we can get hot and cold down here because the tank is actually up in the loft. But the one major consideration for this is the waste. Now, I don't like putting shower trays up on like pedestals or anything like that. Don't like doing that. I don't want to put a shower tray on a pedestal. I like them to be on the ground. I like there to be as little walk through as possible. I'd even like it to be a wet room. That'd be even better. And we could look into doing that perhaps. So what we need to do is figure out where does the waste go. And we know that this bath is quite high here. The waste is there. And I imagine it goes in here and maybe through out the back. But in a minute, we'll get the Bosch scope to have a good look in there and just see what we can see. So we can do that without actually removing much stuff. We can get a good idea as to what's going on. We've got box work going along here, which says to me that our feeds for the hot and cold are running through here, and also the waste is going through here maybe, or it's going out the back, we don't know. We've got hot and cold feed coming up to this sink, and also 1.25 inch waste, I'd imagine. And then at the back of the toilet, you've got your standard 4-inch waste, the feed going up into the cistern. And that 4-inch waste, I will put money on, is going to be going in like that into this, because this is the stack for what we lovingly call the stink pipe. So that's what I think's going on. Let's get the Bosch camera in, the Bosch Explorer, I love that name, and let's have a quick look around and see what we can see. So here it is, the Bosch GIC 120C. For the interests of transparency, Bosch reached out for us to have a look at this and give it a test run through. And I've had it for a couple of weeks and I've been using it, and I am very, very impressed with it. So a couple of things that I really like about it. The first thing is this always up thing. If I started twisting our camera around, because we're going through a nook and cranny, look, I'm twisting that and this is still staying upright. So it's really handy to know that it's going to do that and stay like that. Also on the end, we've got a light that I can switch up to off. There you are, hello. Or I can switch it on like this, so it's just on a little bit, just on a little bit more, just on a bit more like that. And also, to add to that, we can also zoom in to get a really, really good look, like a digital zoom, so we can actually look at more detailed stuff if we've seen something that's concerning us along the way. Now the battery, I'm just going to switch this off, is one thing that I am very impressed with, because you guys are probably going to realise this will work with the standard Bosch batteries that are out. I think that's 10 and 12 volt that they do of this particular size, but these ones are, look at that, AA batteries. So if they do run out on site or whatever, all you need to do is pop some AA batteries on there and that's okay. You can take the AA batteries out, and also the small little kind of sheath that holds them all in place, and use the standard batteries that Bosch make for that line of tools on there as well. One last little thing I want to tell you about actually. It came with an SD card just in there, but you can transfer everything off really easily using a USB-C connection straight into your computer. So let's have a little look around, see what we can find, do a bit of recording. So there we go, and I'm recording now. There you go, straight away I can see on the back of that, there's the stack. Oh, and there is the waste pipe. Huh, I actually didn't think that'd be there. So waste pipe's just here. If we look, if we go a little bit further, are we still upright? So look, there we go, waste pipe's there. There's the stack going up. If I look up from here, we should be able to see where the toilet tees in, and there it is. That bit there is where the toilet tees into the stack. Little spider there. Should we zoom in on Mr. Spider? Hello. I'm quite happy to see that the waste pipe goes in below the 4-inch pipe. Still haven't seen where the hot and colds go. The great thing about this is I don't have to knacker my body to find that out. So hot and colds are there. And we've got a valve on that. These tools as well do take a little bit of a knack. Like if you want to sort of find out how to sort of angle it about, it takes a little bit of practice. Okay, yeah, so look, there's the pipes, there's 1 and 2, and they are running that way. So we now know that our pipe work is coming from there. Right, so the last unknown that we've got is actually where the bath waste goes. There is a little gap down here, maybe we could just feed it through that, past this little bin. Yep, so those pipes carry on down and feed down there. So that pipe there you can see, that is the pipe feeding over to the bath, and you can just about see the one below that, but there's a valve there as well. And then if we look further down, got another pipe there. I've got a feeling that is the waste pipe as well. So the bath waste pipe is leading along here, probably catching that there, and then going off into the stack. So we've got a good idea as to what's going on with the pipe work now, and I've not had to break anything to find that out. So I think you could understand how much of an advantage that is to doing when you're going around someone's house to do a survey. So let's get Amanda in here and actually see what she wants to do with this bathroom, because let's face it, it's her choice, not Peter's. Right, so Amanda, this is your bathroom. You want me to do some work in here. Explain what you want. Tell me what you'd like.
So I'd like a shower in there.
Okay, no bath, just
No
a
bath,
shower.
Just a shower there.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're thinking, what, you want a new vanity unit on here?
Yep.
Okay, and then a new bog as well.
New toilet.
Do you want to see if I can get you a toilet bidet?
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
Bidets are brilliant.
Yeah, I know that.
They are really, really good.
Yeah, I would like one.
Behind here you've got this radiator. Do you want that changed for a towel rail?
Yes, please.
All right, so look, I've had a look underneath, okay, at all the bits and pieces. For you to have a shower tray that's floor mounted on there, we're going to have to take the waste pipe outside.
Okay.
So what we'll be able to do, if we can do that, I'll have to go and look for where your waste is out there, because the stack's here, and I can't really very well go under there. Well, I suppose I could chew the floor out, but I'm not sure I'll get a really good enough fall, and I don't know how deep your screed is, things like that. So it might be a good idea that we actually trench it outside and try and join up with the stack outside. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was thinking the same.
Were you?
Yeah.
That's amazing. You'll become my apprentice.
Yeah.
You could be my apprentice.
Yeah. No problem. How much am I going to get paid?
Well, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Shower head wise, what do you want? So you've got, see, I'm thinking you can have the shower at this end with like a glass screen coming out to about here, like a fixed one, fixed glass screen. And then shower head wise, what do you want? A pan head or a handset, or do you want both?
Yeah, both.
You want both? You want all of it, don't you?
I do. I want it
And
all.
then twiddly twid?
Yeah, I'll have one of those as well.
Bar mixer valve, okay, lovely. And then other than that, it's all pretty standard really, isn't it? Tiles? New tiles?
Yep.
All right, either that or we could go for wall panel. Wall panel's pretty good. We'll see. Depends what you want. When it comes to that sort of thing, I usually let the customer choose the tiles.
Okay.
In fact, most of the time I'd let you choose all the sanitary ware. I'd say this is what, because if I choose it and you don't like it, I'm the one who gets it in the neck. Do you mind if we have a look outside and see if we can find a way to get your waste over? Let's go around here, Max, and have a little look. Mud there, good. These will come up. Blimey, got a long way to go, haven't we? Bath's there, sinks here, toilets here. Where have they run that 4-inch? That's the thing. I mean, it doesn't matter how good your camera is. That's a hard one to find out. Where's the 4-inch go? Peter, do you know where it runs?
No.
Do you think it runs diagonally under the house?
I think it does, yeah. Yeah, I think.
Why would someone do that? Thing is, I would use the camera to get down there, but I've got to take all that box work off to do that, and that is, you know, that is going a bit far. I think sometimes what I'd do this sort of situation is try to find a way of getting a waste pipe in this lot here, where so basically we'd have to take these tiles up and then get a trench in. This is quite an extensive bit of work. So Peter's going to go around and fill the bath up a little bit, and then he's going to let the plug out, and we're just going to have a little listen around here to see if we can hear it coming in. But I'd imagine these places were built probably about 35 years ago, and they would have run the main wastes either along the back of the houses, on the back of all of them, or along the front of all of them. Surely they wouldn't just do it randomly. All we need to do effectively is run the bath or just the bath itself, the waste for the bath. So it's a lot of work to get a floor mounted bath, to dig a trench and run a 4-inch waste pipe all the way around here to get it back. But you know what, it might be the sort of job that you do that in the future is really helpful as well. Hello, Mr. B. The bees love lavender. If you could smell this at the moment, beautiful. Put that in your pillow, get a good night's sleep. Pull the plug, mate, we'll have a little listen, see what we can find, see what we can hear. I'm imagining it'll come through somewhere. Down this side. Okay.
Trickling.
It's coming out here. Oh yeah, okay. They have. That's diagonal, straight under the house. Would you mind just flushing the loo in there, please, Peter? Okay. Is that all right? Yeah. I just want to prove what I'm sort of thinking's happening. This is the sort of thing you have to deal with when you go around someone's house. To be honest, quite clean old waste that is. Usually you find quite a lot of other things in there. And there we go. That is the toilet flushing. If we're to get a waste in for the bath, the soonest place we can cut that in is going to be this stack here. I don't really want to have to go down into the ground so far as that we drill into the side of our well stack here, because it's a little bit naughty, and you know, if I wasn't filming it for Plumber Parts, I'd 100% do it. So this stack here is the one we need to cut into if we're going to get over that far. Just yeah, run the sink please, mate. I just want to have a little listen and see if it's fallen into that. Some of you might think, what the hell is he doing just going up and around? But the thing is, when you go and look at a job, and this is sometimes why a lot of plumbers will charge to go and look at a job, because it does take a good couple of hours to figure out what's actually happening. So that's running into that now, out of here. And what I want to do is come back here and just make sure that it's coming out of here. I can hear it, it's definitely going out, I can hear it. That means that is our soonest point where we can tee in. If we can get in nice and low on that, so if we whip this off, so it's quite a deep well there. I'm going to do a quick bit of Googling. and then I'm going to come back with what I think we should do to get this job done. Okay, so we've had a look outside. I'm not really 100% happy digging a trench all the way down the side of the house, putting a bend in and then trying to boss into the side over there just to do the bath waste. It's a hell of a lot of work, and all we're going to end up doing is having a floor mounted shower tray rather than one that's up on a pedestal, even though, as you guys know, I don't really like doing that. I like my shower trays to be like the lip of the shower tray at the most, and even better sometimes is you take all your tiling out and you can get that shower tray down, so there's only really that much of a step going into the shower. But what I want to do, there is one other thing we could think about doing, is when we take all this out and strip out the bathroom, can we get a chase in that screed underneath the floor level, so we've got enough room then to actually get a shower tray that's at floor level, okay, with enough fall to go into the stack, but also with enough room around it before we go to a bend or anything like that, so we've got room to put a boss on. So a boss is what we use to actually get into the stack. The way I'm going to be able to do that is actually to use the beast here. So we're going to bend this so it's looking down like that. I'm going to bend it out straight, so that's about there, and then we're going to try and get it to look down the stack. Look, right, so there you go, I can see it there. There's where it goes in there. That is actually the top of the socket of a 110mm joint there. The stack goes in, there's the screed, just on that. There's no way without a inspection camera we can actually be able to see that. We'd never know that it was like that. Oh, I'll tell you what, this is quality, isn't it? Being able to see this. Just as an aside as well, it comes with a little hook that you can put on the end. So if you drop something down a hole, you can see the hook in front of the camera and then hook stuff out with it. And I think it's got a little magnet jobby as well, so you can magnetize stuff out. So if you drop any tools, you can use this to find them. So it does have some extra little bits on there that I really like. And I love the fact that when I'm finished with it, I can just turn it off, pop out the SD card, and I've got it on my computer to refer to or to show to customers. I think the best thing we could do here is basically say, here's how much it is to do a exploratory removal of the toilet, break out the boxwork here, and then we're going to get our SDS drill and dig out what's down there. And if we can dig out nicely down about 6 inches, then I know that we've got the drop that we need to actually run our waste pipe up and through. What I want you guys to understand when it comes to refurbishing a bathroom is the waste pipe is often the biggest hindrance to moving things about, because it's the biggest pipe and it's the one that requires fall. Whereas obviously your hot and colds, you can just run them in a wall or under a floor or behind a kickboard or whatever, and you'll be able to get it to where you need it. The waste pipe is always the problem. And when it comes to the biggest waste pipe, the one that holds you back from moving things around, it's the toilet. The toilet will always be roughly in this corner in this bathroom, unless we want to extend over a 4-inch pipe, which is going to look dreadful, and put it in the far corner, or you have to put in a macerator, which has its own issues, especially when they go wrong. I've been there, believe me. Only put macerators on showers, don't do it on toilets, it's just grim. Or on kitchen sinks, I've been there. Blah. So that's what I think we're going to say here. Do you want us to do a big series of videos doing this bathroom up, doing this job? I mean, I think you do, don't you? Let us know in the comments. Also, I'll leave links to this in our Amazon store below. Really, really impressed with this piece of kit, and it's really helped us out today. And I'll be able to show this to Amanda and Peter and say, look, this is what we found. This is why I think we need to do this bit. And also, if I want to refresh myself, if I go on holiday or, you know, I go away and look at another job, I'm going to be able to refresh myself with this little beast here. So very, very well done, Bosch. The GIC 120C, just call it the Explorer. It's a beast. Right then guys, so there you go. I hope you enjoyed that. Do you like that, Amanda?
Love it.
Yeah. So now we know what we're going to be doing. Hopefully it's going to be absolutely amazing. Peter loves it as well. Peter?
Love it.
There you go. Couldn't have done it without this camera actually. Look, do you want to zoom in and see my paws? How about that? It has been really handy. I do love it very much. If you want to get one yourself, it's on the Amazon store at the moment. Also, I'll leave links to it so you can read up about them a bit more if you like to. We will be back here at this place, I'm sure, won't we, doing this refurb sooner or later? They've gone now. So if we have been back and you haven't seen those videos yet, then click somewhere here, I guess, and you'll be able to watch it, all right? Thanks ever so much for watching, guys. See you soon. Remember, to hold tight. Ciao, ciao, ciao.